Oh God, Dane.
Hello and welcome to Who Is Best, a show where I, Dane, take games and give you choices, and rate those choices in a tier list. I recently found myself spiraling into an insane rabbit hole. While researching broken characters for my top 10 lists, I came across the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, an RPG series originating on the PS3 that has, over the last decade, grown into a massive franchise. It's also... As many of you know, I love RPGs, but I also love broken RPGs with massive exploits. The Neptunia games are about as busted as these kind of things get. Now, following this series is tough as there have been remakes, spin-offs, and even alternate dimensions explored. But Neptunia Reverse for the PS5 seems to be the best place to start for anyone trying to get into the series. This is a remaster of a PS Vita remake of the original and also terrible PS3 title. Not only is Reverse a remaster of a remake, but it comes with this fascinating game mode called Arrange Mode, which gives you all of the characters at the very start of the game. This changes more than you would think. So here it is, my tier list of who is best in Neptunia Reverse, considering both normal play and Arrange Mode. Now there are a few things we need to go over. First, there are two types of characters: Makers and Goddesses, or Goddess Candidates. The Goddesses are the best party members in the game, no questions asked. They are stronger in almost every way and have transformations that...
I can still hear that voice.
And have transformations that give them increased stats and abilities. That being said, the Makers aren't entirely useless, so all of that will be considered in the tier list. Also, this game is not hard. That is until you get to the end and post-game material. At that point, it's simply unfair. The Colosseum battles at level 900 and 999 are built in a way that magic attacking characters are the only viable party members. This is technically the hardest challenge in the game, so I'll be considering the Colosseum slightly, but overall I'll be focused more on a full playthrough. One final note, each of your 4 party members can be assigned a Lily partner, which will give them passive skills. This is incredibly important for the best strats in the game, so considering a character as a back row Lily partner will be included as well. Aside from all that, everything else is pretty standard, so enjoy and stick around till the end for a bonus list. Oh, and if you are interested in ridiculous anime games parodying the gaming industry, then subscribe and hit that bell. Also, join my Patreon for more exclusive content. We'll start with the tier. Chika Hakozaki is all around terrible. She has all physical attacks and for the most part is obsolete next to Vert. I really have nothing good to say here. Red has terrible SP skills, but a decent EXE attack. Her attacks are all physical, but she can heal and buff, although everyone else does this better. Falcom 1 is a useless physical attacking party member. She does have high strength and defense, but not enough to compare her to party members like Pishi or Tekken. Cave is the final member of the tier. She can build the EXE gauge and has some magic SP attacks, but her EXE skill is physical based and her stats are just terrible. The low tier. Starting off the low tier, we have Mina Nishizawa, whose magic attacks, healing, and resurrection can technically make her a viable party member for the endgame. Kei Kijugi has terrible stats, but some useful buffs. Kei also has the gained EXP Lily skill, which makes them a top tier Lily partner. Broccoli has a single target heal and multiple buffs. She's pretty meh in battle, but a superb Lily partner with the immensely important skill Ignore Enemy Traits, which lets a party member ignore all resistances. IF is also a terrible party member, but a superb Lily partner with the Ignore Enemy skills. If she didn't have this though, she would have landed at the bottom of the tier. CyberConnect 2 is an all-physical attacker with decent physical stats, a strength and mentality buff, and the Ignore Traits Lily skill. Alright, we're going to split the mid-tier into 2 parts, so we'll start with the lower mid-tier. Falcom 2 is one of the single best Lily partners until the endgame. She has both gained EXP Plus and Ignore Enemy Traits, which is a fantastic combo. But she's pretty useless in battle. Kampa is the best healer in the game, and there is no question. She has AoE skills to heal almost any ailment or debuff, as well as HP. Too bad she's incredibly squishy, and item healing can replace her. Speaking of item healing, your other best option for a healer is the bodacious Marvelous AQL. Marvelous has the highest agility stat in the game, meaning that she will have multiple turns before the enemy. Load up with items and she becomes a solid support unit. Tekken is your early to mid game DPS. She'll have the highest strength stat with her unique equipment for most of the opening hours. Her strength compared to everyone else is laughably unfair until well into the mid game, where characters like Pishi can catch up. Unfortunately, she will eventually level out, then lose her usefulness altogether in the late and post game. 5PB is a jack of all trades with both physical and magical attacks. She has an AoE heal and one of the better EXE skills in the entire game. This skill hits multiple enemies and debuffs their mentality and movement. Mages is your all-magic attacker and becomes very relevant in the post-game Coliseum. She has healing and resurrection skills along with useful magic-based SP moves. Next is the upper mid-tier. Histoire is an amazing healer and buffer. She has one of the best EXE drives in the game and tome change is just great. She can easily gain her ultimate weapon in the late game and starts off with absolutely busted unique equipment. Uzume Tenoboshi is both the worst goddess and the worst lily partner in this title. With that being said, simply by being a goddess and having a transformation, Uzume will always be useful. She's a jack of all trades with decent attacks, healing, and resurrection skills. Rom and Ram are almost the same unit, with Ram being slightly more useful than Rom. They are support-focused goddesses whose only true usefulness comes in the Coliseum post-game battles. Pishi has the single best transformation in the game and might be my second favorite character overall. As I was saying, Pishi is an absolute bulldozer in the first half of the game with her attack stats and SP skills, but unfortunately when you approach the mid game, her physical base attacks, terrible SP moves, and mediocre EXE skill makes her our final mid-tier candidate. Alright, let's move on to the best party members in the game. We'll start with the top tier. Nepgear is the single best Lily partner in Reverse, and should be a required part of your endgame build. She has the break damage limit passive, which lets a character dish out maximum damage, as well as the null stat decreases, making debuffing useless. Pair her with Neptune and you have the deadliest combo in the game. By herself, she's decent. She can heal and has an AoE strength buff along with average damage. Plusha is the single greatest Neptune character in existence, as well as one of the most consistent damage dealers in Reverse. She has an 8-hit rush attack that can build up the EXE gauge, high magic stat, and some of the best SP skills in the game. She's essentially a lesser Neptune, which is a high compliment. She's the second highest damage dealer in the game and will be an easy choice for your endgame team. Vert's main reason for being in the top tier is her magic-based attacks, her solid buffs, and her ability to fill up the EXE gauge. I nearly put Uni in the god tier. She's a long-range fighter and can build the EXE gauge better than anyone else. Her fire damage and skill jammer debuff shreds through the difficulty of this title. If she had better SP skills and higher damage, she would have easily landed in the god tier. The final member of the top tier is Blanc. Blanc is essentially unkillable with the right setup. With the HP regen passive, her high defense and HP will make her impenetrable. On top of this, she does immense magic damage, making her a must-have for the post-game Coliseum battles. The God tier. Noir might not seem like the best character in the game. Her damage and SP moves are okay, but everything is forgotten when you examine her extremely broken EXE drive. This attack hits multiple enemies for massive damage while debuffing both physical and magical defense. Pop this off at the beginning of a boss fight and the enemy will melt to any damage type. And that's where Neptune comes into play. Neptune's EXE drive is the single highest damaging attack in the game, and second place isn't even close. Neptune will always be your designated damage dealer. Be sure to pair her with Nepgear for her damage limit break and protection against stat debuffs, and you have the single best character in the entire game. And that's our list. Who's your favorite Neptunia character? Thank you to all my Patreon members for their support, and if you would like to request your own tier list today, be sure to click on the link below and join the Pro tier for only $5 a month. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all later. Bonus round. Top 10 best dressed goddesses, go. Number 10, Falcom's silver outfit. Number 9, Noir's cool girl. Number 8, Vert's HDD form. Number 7, Broccoli's DG Shirat. Number 6, Tekken's Rumble Karate Gi. Number 5, Uni's alternate HDD form. Number 4, Marvelous MQL's Danger Uniform. Number 3, Pishi's alternate HDD form. Number 2, Mage's Helper outfit. And number 1, Plusha's alternate HDD form.